top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts Bringing Value Home. Government's ad hoc request for a supplementary funding is reckless, says a new and united Guyana-UK, who is of the staunch belief that Guyana should resort to minority governance. 40 Guyanese companies are slated to participate in the British Chambers of Commerce Guyana launch. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Tiana Cole with a Wednesday, August 14, 2024 edition of the HGP Nightly News. At this hour, we tell you that government's ad hoc request for supplementary spending is reckless, says a new and united Guyana-UK, who is of the staunch belief that Guyana should resort to a state of minority governance.
Following the approval of $1.146 trillion budget back in February of this year, the state during the 85th sitting of the National Assembly last week approved another supplementary fund totaling $40.6 billion. Against this background, Chairman of the new and united Guyana-UK, Kian Jabor, and General Secretary Timothy Jonas said the government continues to act in a quote-unquote monopolistic manner.
Government uses its one-seat majority to do what it wants in Parliament, to get any money it wants, to pass any law it wants, to achieve its desired result without asking the opposition for anything.
ANOG, which is considered as a third party in opposition, has been critical of the state's ad hoc spending. Jonas and Jabo noted that the current regime's habit of squandermania can put
or get money for Gaisuko, etc. They have to consult with everyone else.
Jonas, an attorney at law, reasons that when there is consultation between both government and opposition, national policies can be executed seamlessly. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Mayor of Georgetown stated that the city council has been working very hard to put measures in place, despite the president's allegation that the municipality is only taking money from the board of market vendors and not doing its job. You'll find out more in this report.
On August 7, President Irfan Ali, during a walkabout at the border market, met with vendors who raised concerns about the lack of protection in the area. Vendors also cited incidents of robbery and other wrongdoings, and they were assured by the president that there will be heightened police presence. During his visit, one vendor also highlighted that criminal activities are being perpetuated by motorcycle bandits during the wee hours of the morning, and cries to the city council for assistance are being disregarded.
Let me clean up this whole place, retail market, because the city council doing nothing.
Yes.
That's clueless. That they're collecting money from the people in the market. They're supposed to have the constable out there, not no constable. The people said no constable, no security, nothing.
During his walkabout, the president also promised the vendors that the government would establish a police outpost at the market. On August 8, a containerized outpost was established and cameras were connected at strategic locations to allow police and vendors to keep an eye on activities both inside and outside the market. At the most recent statutory meeting, Georgetown Mayor Alfred Mentor stated that the council has been collaborating with the police and considering the obstacles involved for the installation of cameras at both border and Stabroek markets.
It's not for want of not trying, but this council has been doing its lot.
The mayor added that while he commended the president for the initiative, the placement of the outpost is not necessarily the best response.
And that is where you should have had more consultation with the council and officers and others to determine exactly where it should be placed.
He added that in relation to vendors being robbed by motorcycle bandits, he stressed that the city constabulary is responsible for providing security in the markets. So if persons are riding their bikes on the national roads and committing these offenses, then it becomes a national security issue.
Naturally, if the government wants to provide some national security measures and to cause the national police to do some things, it should be naturally something that is as a city, with our constabulary, with the national police to deal with these issues.
The mayor stressed that it should not be tit for tat on issues of national governance and dealing with issues. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
This year's theme for Amerindian Heritage Month is Many Voices, One Song Celebrating Amerindian Heritage. That was unveiled on Wednesday at the Guyana-UK, where a month's list of festivities were revealed. More in this day's Siri Charts report.
On Wednesday, the theme for Amerindian Heritage Month 2024 was revealed at the Guyana-UK. This year, the theme is Many Voices, One Song, Celebrating Amerindian Heritage. Vice Chairperson of the Tushaus Council, Sonia Lachman, highlighted that Amerindian Heritage Month is not only celebrating the rich and diverse culture of the Amerindian people, but is forging the way for the future generations.
It is a time to pay tribute to our ancestors, who, through their wisdom and resilience, preserve the traditions, languages, and our values that define us today.
She added that the Amerindian Heritage Month celebrations is a chance for the indigenous people of Guyana to celebrate the progress that they have made and to recommit themselves to their heritage and future endeavors.
Let us also not forget our challenges. But despite those challenges, we, the Amerindians, have made significant progress in our villages, communities, satellites, and CDCs.
Lachman highlighted that indigenous people have made large contributions in various sectors of Guyana's administration, including a plethora of community developments that they have achieved.
There remains work to be done. And the work to be done requires our collective attention and action. We must continue to advocate for policies that protect our rights and promote sustainable development.
She noted that unity and purpose will be an important goal for this year's event and encouraged everyone to make a special effort to attain those values. The Ministry of Amerindian Affairs and the National Tushaus Council have once again planned a month of festivities for September, which includes the famous Amerindian Village. This year's event began on Wednesday, the 14th of August, and ends on Monday, the 30th of September. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Stay with us for more of your nightly news.
Transitions Light Intelligent Lenses. Pick your color. Choose your style. Available at Optique Vision Care.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc. powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403.
Krishna Rock Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Rock Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
Thanks for staying with us on HGP Nightly News. The Linden Technical Institute listed for infrastructure upgrade. Sod was turned for an expansion of the main building. Works to begin soon. More in this day's Richard's report.
Minister of Education Priya Manik-Chan on Monday turned sod for the expansion of the Linden Technical Institute, where work will soon commence. The minister is quoted as saying this critical expansion initiative valued at $43,322,000 represents a significant investment in the future of technical and vocational education in Linden and its surrounding areas, unquote. The minister highlighted that the expansion is part of a commitment to provide quality education and training opportunities for Guyana's young people and will contribute to the long-term development for Linden and neighboring communities. The project is slated to be completed in 6 months by Phoenix Engineering Enterprise and will have the capacity to serve 250 students with improved facilities and accessible training in several technical fields. There is a mobilization fund with an amount of $12,996,600 to ensure that the construction remains on schedule and all necessary resources are in place. The project is expected to have a large impact on Linden and adjacent communities, and the improved infrastructure will support new implementations into the school's curriculum and providing a chance to equip all students with the skills to thrive in the modern workforce. 5 students from the Technical Institute will be working along with the contractor and will be paid a stipend while gaining both employment and experience. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Antonio Day now tells us that 40 Guyanese companies are slated to participate in the BritCham, British Chambers of Commerce, Ghana launch in London, United Kingdom.
Minister of Education Priya Manik-Chan on Monday turned sod for the expansion of the Linden Technical Institute, where work will soon commence. The minister is quoted as saying this critical expansion initiative valued at $43,322,000 represents a significant investment in the future of technical and vocational education in Linden and its surrounding areas, unquote. The minister highlighted that the expansion is part of a commitment to provide quality education and training opportunities for Guyana's young people and will contribute to the long-term development for Linden and neighboring communities. The project is slated to be completed in 6 months by Phoenix Engineering Enterprise and will have the capacity to serve 250 students with improved facilities and accessible training in several technical fields. There is a mobilization fund with an amount of $12,996,600 to ensure that the construction remains on schedule and all necessary resources are in place. The project is expected to have a large impact on Linden and adjacent communities, and the improved infrastructure will support new implementations into the school's curriculum and providing a chance to equip all students with the skills to thrive in the modern workforce. 5 students from the Technical Institute will be working along with the contractor and will be paid a stipend while gaining both employment and experience. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
9 people were left homeless after. You'll have more details in this report.
9 persons were on Tuesday left homeless after fire caused by a lit electrical stove that was left unattended caught fire to a window curtain, causing a 2-story building to be gutted. Despite the fire service assertion that the fire was caused by a burning electrical stove, Michael Primo, a 71-year-old pensioner, said he was not at home when the fire started, but he made sure to unplug his appliances before leaving his home.
So I'm retired. I'm a pensioner, and this is where I do relax, and this is what I end up with. A fire of unknown. I don't know how it caused because I wasn't at home.
According to Primo, it is difficult to accept that the fire was electrical in nature.
Only to me to believe that it could be an electrical problem because the main breaker was at the entrance of the building. When you turn on, if you turn on the stove and you turn on the oven, the system shuts down. So they either got to bake or cook. So it left me baffled.
He estimated his loss to be in the millions.
The building alone is about $50 million.
Enough money.
And well, the rest of things, I can't really estimate them because there are a lot of things.
According to a release by the Ghana Fire Service, at around 1810 hours, the agency received an emergency call reporting a fire at Lot 68 Second Phase Housing Scheme, Kakwani, Burbis River. Firefighters responded promptly to the call and arrived at the scene at around 1815 hours. The first jet of water was applied at 1816 hours, and firefighters quickly worked to extinguish the flames. Despite their swift action, the two-story building owned and occupied by Primo and 8 family members was completely gutted. Reports from the fire service stated that the fire was caused by a lit electrical stove that had been left unattended. Flames from the stove ignited a window curtain, then rapidly spread to other combustible materials within the house. There were no reported injuries, but the incident has left 9 individuals without a home. The Guyana Fire Service urged the public to exercise caution when using electrical appliances to prevent such tragedies. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
More news when we return.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Smart Minds Educational Institute, offering preschool, nursery, and primary levels. Finally, a school that is every parent's dream. Located at 69 Crow Street, offering academic excellence, trained qualified teachers, small class sizes, personalized care, and one-to-one attention for your little ones. So if your child is for preschool, nursery, or primary level, come to Smart Mind, located at 69 Crow Street, or call 231-4885 or 600-9229 to enroll now.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. A hairstyle in East Bank Demerara businessman who was arrested after an AK-47 assault rifle was found inside his washing machine was charged and granted bail on Wednesday. You'll have more details in this report.
Western Pickering 42 businessman from Hairstyle in East Bank Demerara was on Sunday arrested after police searched his home and found an illegal AK-47 assault rifle and matching rounds of ammunition. On Wednesday, Pickering appeared before Magistrate Dion Bess at the Diamond Golden Grove Magistrates Court, where he was charged for having in his possession one AK-47. Pickering, who is being represented by attorney at law Bernardo Silva, denied the charge and was granted bail in the sum of $700,000. and instructed to make his next court appearance on September 4, 2024. According to reports, a search was conducted at around 1825 hours by a team of officers from the Providence police station after they were tipped off with information about weapons. Subsequently visited the two-story property, where they informed the businessman upon arrival that they were there to conduct a search for arms, ammunition, and drugs. Discovered an AK-47 rifle wrapped in a brown towel inside a washing machine in the lower flat of the property, and Pickering made the police aware that he was not the holder of a firearm license when the question was asked. 29 live matching rounds were found inside a magazine, and 30 live matching rounds of ammunition were discovered in a pair of black and white socks wrapped in a towel. 6 9mm rounds were found in a bedroom in the upper flat of the house. Additionally, there was a brown suitcase in the room of the premises, where a myriad of foreign currencies were unearthed, and included in the stash was $480,000. Pickering was arrested, and the firearm, ammunition, and cash were transported to the Providence police station, where the items were lodged. Following investigation, he was placed before the court. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for original news.
I can't wait until tomorrow.
Yes! I ain't start packing yet. Usually I pack a couple hours before and I go. Drive. I got my phone, I got my keys, my charger, my
Procrastinating planning for the future? Well, that's never a good idea. Let Demerara Mutual and Demerara Fire and General help you get started with planning for your future today. I'm with Dem.
Good evening, I'm Daisy Richards and welcome to Wednesday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Venezuela. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado said on Tuesday that President Nicolas Maduro had, quote-unquote, entrenched himself with the nation's top military leaders in order to stay in power after last month's disputed election. The electoral authority, the CNE, which the opposition says is loyal to Maduro, declared that he had won re-election in the July 28 vote, while the opposition argues it was won by its candidate Edmundo Gonzalez. Though CNE has not released a detailed vote count, and its website has been down since the early hours of July 29. The opposition has posted its ballot count online, which shows Gonzalez receiving double the number of votes as Maduro. Machado, speaking at a virtual press conference with media from Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru on Tuesday, called on Venezuelans at home and abroad to protest on Saturday to force Maduro to quote-unquote respect the election result. Venezuela's military has long supported Maduro in power since 2013, and there have been no public signs since the election that the leaders of the armed forces are breaking from the government. Machado is under criminal investigation for allegedly inciting police and military to civil disobedience after she published a letter calling for them to abandon Maduro. Security forces have also launched a crackdown on people they say were perpetrators of violent crimes during post-election protests. They have made more than 2,400 arrests, which advocacy groups say has left people fearful to take to the streets. A power-sharing scheme between the ruling party and the opposition is not on the table, she said at the weekend in the interview with El País. Western countries have just moving cautiously in their reaction, mindful of previous diplomatic failures. While in Haiti, at least 5 Haitian children have been killed or injured a week so far in 2024. Charity Save the Children said on Tuesday, urging the United Nations and security forces to do more to protect kids from crossfire and gang violence. Haiti in 2022 called for a security mission to help its under-resourced police fight violent crimes that have taken over most of the capital, bringing indiscriminate killings, gang rape, extortion, and recruiting minors into their ranks. But progress has been slow, and so far just 400 Kenyan police mandated to lead a UN-ratified mission have deployed in Haiti, while countries have lagged in delivering on promises of funds, personnel, and armored trucks. Citing UN data, Save the Children said at least 131 children were killed or injured in the first 6 months of 2024. Often due to stray bullets or reprisals for supporting rival gangs or police, and said the true numbers were likely much higher. In late July, local media reported that a Kenyan mission to Gantier, a community by the border with the Dominican Republic, had rapidly ended with police having to help them escape gang gunfire due to lack of preparedness and resources. Violence in Gantier had by August 1 displaced nearly 6,000 residents, UN data showed. Save the Children called on the UN Security Council to end impunity for those committing abuses against children and recruiting them into gangs, and called on, quote, all parties in Haiti to allow immediate, sustained, and unimpeded passage of humanitarian relief, unquote. Now for some international news. More than 2 weeks after Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro claimed re-election victory, the US and other Western countries are showing little sign that they plan to quickly impose tough measures for what many of them have condemned as voting fraud. Most governments have demanded that Venezuela's National Electoral Council, CNE, release a full set of voting tally sheets after both Maduro and opposition candidate Edmundo Gonzalez declared they won. Brazil and others have been trying to secure talks between the two sides, political rivals that have not conciliated in decades. Protests against Maduro in the days following the vote were met with a crackdown, with authorities denouncing the demonstrations as an attempted quote-unquote coup. The confrontation left 23 dead and more than 2,000 people arrested, according to data from the United Nations on Monday. Western governments are trying to take it slowly in their reaction, said one embassy official, who spoke anonymously as he was not authorized to speak publicly on the matter. No government wanted to be first on anything, he added. Their measured response comes as they are mindful of what happened after Maduro's 2018 re-election, 3 officials from different countries said. The Biden administration has been keen not to complicate the way forward for the opposition, led by Maria Corina Machado and candidate Gonzalez, as the Venezuelans seek, quote, even small concessions, unquote, from Maduro, said one person familiar with Washington's thinking. Some of those concessions are related to open communication channels between the two sides that the opposition hopes could lead towards an impartial verdict on the election's results and a possible political transition. A review by Venezuela's Supreme Court is likely to take time and may not lead to an impartial opinion, given that it is backed by Maduro allies. U.S. officials have been reaching out to regional and international partners to organize a coordinated response, the 3 sources said. Cautiously, the U.S. has recognized Gonzalez as the winner of the July 28 election, but it has not called him president-elect. Countries including China, Russia, Nicaragua, and Cuba have recognized Maduro's victory and offered him support. Thank you for watching. Until next time.
Chairman of the British Chamber of Commerce, Guyana-UK, Faisal Khan, during a press briefing, divulged that out of the 50 companies participating at the highly anticipated event, 40 of them are Guyanese registered companies.
We've listed all the companies that have already signed up as of about 5 or 6 days ago, and that list is at about 50. And of that 50, probably 40 are businesses that are operating here in Guyana right now, that are Guyanese registered businesses.
The launch of Bridgeham Guyana is scheduled for September 11, 2024 at the Lord's Cricket Ground in London, United Kingdom. At a press conference held on Tuesday afternoon at the British High Commissioner's residence in Bel Air Gardens, Georgetown, Khan said that the launching event is geared at establishing trade and business relations between Guyana and the United Kingdom.
Let's not forget, Guyana is arguably the fastest growing economy in the world today. And for the business community in the United Kingdom that are interested in finding out more about what's happening in the fastest growing economy in the world.
Khan highlighted that the Lord's Cricket Ground presents a moment of nostalgia as Guyanese cricketers such as Clive Lloyd,